Hi, how you going? It's Donna here, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about waiting. And there is such a thing as good waiting and bad waiting. So the three types of waiting I'd like to discuss are first the insignificant waiting, and then we've got bad waiting or negative waiting, and we've got good waiting. So insignificant waiting, basically what that is it's those times where we're forced to wait somewhere. So be it in a queue or a lineup, or at the red lights, at the stoplights. And now some people would consider this a waste of time, but you can actually make good use of this time. And I enjoy going into no mind when I'm in these scenarios, or maybe even doing a 15 seconds or 30 seconds in that positive mindset. So if you look back at some of my previous videos, you'll notice I've done one about 15 seconds of no mind and 15 seconds of being in the most wonderful state you can possibly be in, positive mindset. And so that's when I like to incorporate those, or go into a bit of meditation, something like that. So you can make good use of insignificant time so that you don't feel like you're waiting. Now the second kind of waiting is the bad waiting, and what that is like when you're always waiting for things, like waiting for the right opportunity to come your way, or waiting for a holiday to finally come, waiting until next weekend, waiting to achieve success, waiting to feel happy. And basically this is a negative form of waiting. This is wasting time, because basically all you're doing is you're pulling yourself out of the present moment. You're constantly putting yourself into the future moment. And the thing is, the present moment is where everything happens. And when you're not in the present moment, it generally means that you're not accepting things in your life. So by always waiting for something to come your way, basically you're wasting your life away. Mind you, I'm not saying specifically you, I'm just sort of explaining the scenario here. And I've been very guilty of being in a bad state of waiting. I would always be waiting for the weekend to come, or even I'd be waiting to go home after work. I'd be waiting, for an opportunity to come along as well. I definitely would say that is something I've had to overcome big time over the past few years, but I think I'm getting there slowly but surely. Okay, now the third kind of waiting, that is a positive state of waiting. And basically what you'll find is people who aren't in that negative state of waiting, they're generally very proactive people who put themselves out there, who face challenges, who get in there and do it. So basically, because they are so proactive and because they get in there and do things, they do a lot more things in their life, which means they're better equipped to make decisions about different things in their life. And when they can make decisions in their life, they're not waiting, they're constantly moving forward. And this is a great way to sort of be in life. If you want to be successful, you'll find all successful people are in a positive, they either use positive waiting, or they're proactive, they're getting out there and they're doing things. So yeah, where was I? I lost my state there. Positive waiting. Give me a moment. I had this all thought out of. Isn't that always the way? And I always like to be live when I do my videos. I don't like to sort of stop, start. But yeah, positive, being proactive, getting out there and do it. The more you're doing things, the better you get at making decisions. Of course, you've got to use your head at times. When you're making an important decision, you've got to do your due diligence. You've got to do your research, do as much as you can, research this, research that. And if you're still sort of finding that even after doing your research and all the due diligence you can possibly do, that's when you go into a state of waiting. But it's waiting for an emotional guidance, waiting for some sort of intuition to kick in to let you know which way to go. Okay, so you've done all your research, you've done everything you can. When you don't know what to do, don't do anything and wait for that emotional guidance. Now this is a positive form of waiting, and the best time to do that is obviously you're thinking about things during the day, so it's probably not the best time to try to listen to your instinct, because your instinct sort of operates when you're more in a state of no mind, when you're relaxed. So it's good to maybe put a question out there to the universe, or sort of a question to yourself. Okay, what am I meant to do here? Just before you go to bed, or perhaps just as you wake up, you know, and sometimes you'll just get that instinctive guide. So that is actually a form of positive weighting. So we've got insignificant weighting, which you can make good use of because you can go into 15 seconds of no mind or 15 seconds of positive mind, or even longer. The longer you can spend in those states, the better. You've got your bad form of weighting. That was just my bike about to roll away, but it's okay, it stopped. You're positive. Did I just say positive? Yes, where you're waiting for an emotional guidance system. After you've done all the due diligence you can possibly do, you're waiting for some sort of instinct to kick in and let you know which way to go. And then there's obviously that negative state of waiting where you're always waiting for things, waiting for that right opportunity, waiting for that right moment to do something, waiting for the perfect person to come in your life, waiting for this, waiting for that. You'll be waiting for the rest of your life until you die if we remain in these states. We've got to make things happen in our life. So anyway, that's all I wanted to discuss with you today, is just the 3 types of waiting that there are. And I think insignificant waiting is a great thing because it allows us to use our imagination, it allows us to go into a meditative state, and obviously positive waiting is great too. You know, you do your research on a topic or something you're trying to figure out in your life, you do your research, you get to a point where you don't know what to do. That's when the instincts come in, and you need to learn to listen to those. So anyway, I hope you got something out of that. Basically, I'll just let you know here at this point, I do a few videos on mindset. I really enjoy doing them for you. And just understand, I'm definitely no perfect person at doing this myself. I'm learning, but I figure as I learn, if I can help other people and teach them as well, then, you know, I think that's a good thing. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave you to it. Have a great evening or a great day, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.